Good evening. I am Camille Hansen, and welcome to our commencement exercises under the dynamic leadership of our principal, Mrs. Tiauna Crooms. Please be reminded that this is a formal occasion. Therefore, we ask that you give it the respect it deserves. We understand that you are excited just as we are, but we have worked very hard to make our commencement special. Cat calls, yelling, obscene gestures, and utterly inappropriate conduct disrupt from the sentiment of our ceremony. Please allow everyone in the audience to enjoy this long-awaited event. Thank you, both friends and family, for honoring our requests.
From its very first graduating class in 1927, the Bulldogs have maintained a tradition of excellence. We are grateful to have such supportive alumni who know what it means to be part of a history that does not become obsolete, but progresses to greatness. Celebrating their 50th anniversary, welcome the Booker T. Washington's Golden Treasures, the class of 1976. As Washington honors its rich history this evening, we also welcome home alumni classes of 1936, 1946, 1956, 1966, 1986, 1996, 2006, and 2016. Sonia Sanchez writes, "So much of growing up is an unbearable waiting. a constant longing for another time, another season. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. The time is now. This is what both you and the world has anticipated. Welcome the graduating class of 2026. Please stand for the presentation of colors and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. Remain standing with your right hand over your heart for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
and you are welcome in. You're welcome in this place.
Good evening, and welcome to the official induction of the class of 2026 into the Booker T. Washington High School legacy. We are honored to have Superintendent Dr. Brian Johnson, members of the Atlanta Board of Education members, and the senior leadership team, and my dedicated cluster superintendent, Mrs. Verstella Taylor, with us today. At this time, I invite all district leaders and board members to stand and be recognized for their continued leadership and commitment to the Atlanta Public Schools students and families. Thank you. The early development and foundational education provided the elementary and middle school levels play a vital role in shaping the path to high school success. At this time, I invite the feeder school principals to stand and be recognized. Thank you. To my principal colleagues for joining us today and for your continued dedication to students. It is with great pride and excitement that I introduce the dynamic administrative team of Booker T. Washington High School. At this time, will the team please stand to be recognized? This group of dedicated leaders brings a wealth of experience, a passion for student success, and shared commitment to upholding the prestigious legacy of our institution. Together, they are focused on fostering an environment where excellence is not just a goal, but a standard. This celebration would not have been possible without the love, guidance, and support of the families of our graduates. Now will the proud parents, grandparents, and relatives of these seniors please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Booker T. Washington High School faculty and staff have worked tirelessly to ensure students reach this milestone in their lives. Faculty and staff, please stand and be recognized. Much of our work would not be possible without the support of our partners. Though they are not all present, I would like to publicly acknowledge those with us today. Please stand and be recognized as your organization is called Westside Future Fund, Invest Atlanta, Georgia Aquarium, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Ada Lambda Chapter, National Coalition of 100 Black Women Incorporated, Metropolitan Atlanta Chapter, Raising Expectations Incorporated, Clark Atlanta University, Georgia State University, Atlanta Metropolitan State College, Atlanta Technical College, Atlanta Alumni Association of BTW Incorporated, BTW Go Team, BTW Alumni Association established 2006, BTW Bulldogs Alumni Band Association, and the BTW Athletic Booster Club. Thank you. We are always honored to have former graduates join us for our commencement exercise. This evening, we are delighted to recognize the alumni from each decade ended in 6. Will the members of the class of 1936, 1946, 1956, and 1966 please stand? Thank you. Will the members of class 1976 who are celebrating their golden anniversary please stand? Thank you. Will the members of the classes of 1986, 1996, 2006, and 2016 please stand? Thank you. Will all the other graduates of Washington High School please stand at this time? Thanks to all the classes for your continued support. I would be remiss if I didn't offer a special moment of gratitude to the graduation committee members. This team of all-stars ensured we didn't just arrive today, but we arrived in style. The team is comprised of Ms. Marcy Wynn and Mr. Rodney Willingham. Please help me recognize Mr. Sean Stallings, senior sponsor. I'd also like to celebrate Dr. Erica Clark, Dr. Donald Prater, and our counseling team, and Dr. Sean Bethune, senior class assistant principal. Thank you, team, for getting us to this moment. Your efforts resonate in every smile and cheer that goes forth today. You made the difference. At this time, please join me in welcoming Tony Mitchell, Jr., a proud member of the Atlanta Board of Education whose leadership and service reflect Atlanta Public Schools' commitment to educating and empowering students to shape the future.
Get it out, let's go. Good evening to the extraordinary graduates of the Booker T. Washington High School. To your proud families and loved ones, to the educators and staff who have poured into you all year, Principal Crooms and the Washington High School leadership team, my esteemed colleagues, the proud alumni of Booker T. Washington High School, and anyone else who may be joining us on this auspicious occasion. For so many of you sitting out there today, this moment will serve as a springboard into a life of impact, cementing you as an alumni of the hallowed institution that is Booker T. Washington High School. Today isn't just a ceremony, it's a celebration of resilience, excellence, and everything it took to get here. This is legacy in motion. To say Booker T. Washington High School has cultivated great minds would be an understatement. From those very walls sprang a young Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a reminder that greatness is not only on you as you sit before me in Bulldog Blue, but it's in you. But here's the truth. Legacy doesn't feel like legacy when you're building it. It feels like uploading a paper with 4 minutes to spare and logging those volunteer hours just so you can walk today. But legacy is discipline. Legacy is integrity. Legacy is you. Now, some of you may be thinking, none of this feels like legacy. Well, it never does when you're in the thick of it. But luckily, I brought the receipts, y'all. The class of 2026 has been building. Together, you've earned over $3 million in scholarships, with over 75% of the class earning at least one. That is not normal, that's exceptional. We have student athletes like Whitley Cadu, who earned a full athletic scholarship and will be bringing from that Bulldog blood down to Florida State University. We have Cameron Warren, a state champion in both the 100 and 200 meter dash, planting his legacy flag at East Carolina University. We have scholars like Emory Arnold Jr., who isn't just walking across the stage today, he's graduating with an Associate of Arts degree in Mass Communications in addition to his high school diploma. Technical certificates of credit, over 757 college credits attained, a Governor Honors Program finalist. This is not just a graduating class, this is what they call a whole lot of motion. But none of this happens alone. Behind every one of you that accomplish all these things is a village. Parents who sacrifice, grandparents who prayed, teachers who pushed, coaches who demanded more, friends who stood by your side. So today, when you walk across that stage, it may be your name on that diploma, but I urge you to never forget the love of your village in helping you reach this milestone. Now, as one of the first people to welcome you to adult life, I want to leave you with a few things to help you out. So here's your charge. 1, leave every room better than you left it. That means wherever life takes you, on a college campus, into a career, into service, don't just aim to succeed, aim to transform. You will stumble into rooms where some may not have a voice. Be the voice. The world is full of people who love to complain, find solutions, and at a time when it's so easy to see how different we can be, choose to be the unifying thread that moves people forward. Number 2, there is no substitute for integrity. A good moral compass always leads you in the right direction. And finally, choose kindness. Ralph Waldo Emerson reminds us, you cannot do kindness too soon, for you never know how soon will be too late. Life from here on out will move very fast. Opportunities, people, and a host of other things will come and go. But kindness should be an instinct and not an afterthought. Let it anchor you, even when you're not sure of its impact. Because the same world that needed Dr. Martin Luther King needs you. It needs your courage. It needs your brilliance. It needs your willingness to push things forward. So as you walk across this stage, don't just think about what you've accomplished. Think about what you're called to do next. You have a future waiting on your vision, a community that's standing 10 toes down, cheering you on, and a legacy that now carries your name. Congratulations, class of 2026. Be the change.
There is this moment that happens right before you do something that nobody in your family has ever done before. You feel this feeling of pride in your accomplishments, and then this feeling of fear and not knowing what's next. That's where I am, and I bet that's where most of you all are as well. This is one of those moments. As a young girl on track to become a first-generation college student, my family will often tell me I was destined for greatness and all the things that I've become. And at first, this praise felt uplifting, but at some point, the people around me had put me on such a pedestal that by the time I looked down, I felt acrophobic. And then I looked up. There were no stairs, no path, no instructions on how to be what everyone told me I'd be. This seemed more terrifying than falling could ever be. And so I built a ceiling. I built a barrier to tell myself that I can't because I didn't know what was coming next. My identity had become wrapped in achievement and being the one who makes it. But inside, I felt hollow. I was pressed between this barrier and all these people who had put their hope in me. And once that pressure became too great, I began to crack. I wondered why I was even trying so hard in the first place. Then I figured, what's the harm in being mediocre? I stopped trying so hard. I stopped participating in all those clubs I joined, and I started failing just because I could. I taught myself how to stop caring what others thought, even in the face of disappointment. I thought, why should I care that you think I'm ruining my life? And I won't lie, it felt freeing at first, but then came the drawbacks. I stopped caring so much that I no longer cared about myself. And once I began to feel numb, I knew I was really lost. And I was running out of time. Colleges needed applications, counselors needed answers, and I was rejected from my reach school. I felt like life was leaving me behind. But still, Miss LeCount instilled that Rattler pride in me and left me with every resource I could ever need. Still, my mom made every sacrifice to help me create and chase my dreams. Still, I meet someone new every day who wants nothing more than to see me fly. And so I stood up and looked around at all these people expecting greatness. And I realized they weren't shoving me, they were holding me up, supporting me. And then I looked up and realized there was no ceiling. There never really was a ceiling because there never really was a limit. Class of 2026, there is no limit to what you can become because once you stop creating limits, you become limitless. So the next time you're scared to chase your dreams, I want you to look down at the support below you and then look up at the endless opportunities above you. Then look in the mirror at the scholar who will achieve it all.
Good evening to the faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, to the graduating class of 2026. I would first like to say how incredibly honored I am to be the salutatorian of our 2026 class. Freshman year me would probably be shocked, mostly because freshman year me still saw procrastination as a personality trait rather than a serious academic obstacle. But somehow, through late-night study sessions, group projects where one person mysteriously disappeared until presentation day, and the emotional damages of AP classes, we made it here. And that alone deserves applause. Growing up as the youngest of 4 sisters taught me a lot about survival. Not in a dramatic way, more in the sense that if I wanted privacy, silence, or the last slice of pizza, I had to fight for it. My sisters shared memories and inside jokes from years before I could even spell my own name. So half the time during family conversations where they'd be talking about the past, I'd be sat there in the back looking like a confused substitute teacher trying to figure out what was going on and when it happened. But throughout all of it, there was one constant: my mom. My mom is the bravest person I know. She raised 4 girls as a single mother, and looking back, I honestly don't know how she did it. She was basically running a small, emotionally unstable corporation on little sleep and pure determination. She juggled school schedules, sports, arguments, 4 completely different personalities, while still making sure we all felt loved. And if you've ever met a single mother, you know that the level of strength they possess needs to be studied scientifically. So to my mom and all the strong, powerful Black women that helped me to come to this moment today, thank you. Thank you so much. For a long time, though, I felt like I was in the background of everyone else's story. As the youngest, I became the easy one, the quiet one that never asked for much. Over time, I realized something very important. Your voice does not become less valuable simply because it took you longer to find it. And I think that's something we all learned here. High school wasn't easy. We all struggled. We all felt overwhelmed. Some of us even had to master the art of smiling through stress while internally panicking over missing assignments and infinite campus notifications. But despite everything, we kept going. And that's what makes this class special. So as we leave this chapter behind, I hope we remember that success is not always about having life perfectly figured out. Some of us have detailed plans about what we're going to do in the future, and some of us pick majors based entirely on vibes and blind optimism. Both are okay, because what matters isn't whether your journey looks perfect. What matters is that it's yours. So to the class of 2026, take up space. Be kind, and never underestimate how much simply making someone feel seen can matter. To the class of 2026, we did it. Thank you.
Let them know. Let's give these scholars an applause and a commemoration of cheer for even making it to graduation. Approximately 7,000 students drop out every day, but still, I see persistence and perseverance in the class of 2026 that attends the illustrious Booker T. Farrell Washington High School. Now, of course, I can get up here and just talk about how I'm your valedictorian, your Mr. Washington 2025-2026, the president of Distinguished Gentlemen's Club, These Halls Could Talk, and Sandy Hook Promise, not to mention the team captain of the football team, the baseball team, and your honorary team captain of the golf team. But today, it's not about me. It's about us, how we've come together to celebrate the class of 2026. I'm extremely proud of my peers, especially because how we stay united. And as I stand here today, the main thing that crosses my mind is young black excellence. But not just young black excellence, young black men excellence. I'm astonished to be your valedictorian, but to see these young men make it to this special day means even more to me, because I know how difficult it can be for us African-American males to make it out of high school the correct way that is. So we as black men are starting to build stronger work ethics, becoming more focused, and showing a distinction when it comes to representing our character. Now, I've been told that I could be the next mayor, or even the future president of the United States. And inspiration like that makes me truly believe everything I want and everything I can achieve. So graduating is just not a closing of a chapter. It's the beginning of the new chapter that is filled with endless opportunities that will help me grow into the man that everyone is ready to see. Graduating from the Booker T. Washington High School is just not a statement to me. It's an extension to my family's legacy, because not only has one generation graduated here, but my whole family is connected to Washington. From looking at my grandmother's yearbook pictures to comparing to my parents, I've realized the pathway they have left before me. I am proud to be the third generation here. I'm beyond thankful for the faculty and staff I've had throughout the building. Of course, I've always had my mom, even when they told me to go to her classroom for causing trouble. I'm sorry, Mom, I never came to your classroom. I just could never let you embarrass me in front of the whole 9th grade like that. Washington feels like one big family, because every faculty wanted to see me succeed. That's why I am truly thankful for each and every one of you, because you have helped mold me into the individual I am today. And without you, it would have been difficult for my parents. That's why I have to let them know. So to my family and support, thank you for everything you have done for me. You have opened endless opportunities to success. I love being given the opportunity and making the most of it. So as I stand here in this position today and reflect on how proud of the history I have made, not only at Washington, but also within my family's legacy too, To my parents, thank you for enrolling me into your school. It has opened my heart, my eyes, and created lifelong connections. I know you already had a prestigious legacy here, but with everything I have accomplished, I feel like I've added distinctiveness to it. To my dad, I know you brag countless times to your coworkers and friends, but I never told you how much I appreciate you and Mom both, because y'all have done everything possible to help me succeed. You are the true inspiration behind my hard work. You have taught me the true meaning of persistence and perseverance. To my mom, thank you for everything. Since the beginning, the sacrifices you and Dad make are very valuable. Of course, because of the position I'm in today, but also because the sacrifices you make people think are small. But to me, they are everything. So to see those tears run down your face tonight, it's like any other day. Except for today, I'm not in trouble. Or because you didn't get a phone call home saying how disruptive I was in class. Or because you seen the crazy comments on my behavior sheet on why I got my color changed to red. So for those days behind me, I want to thank you and tell you, not as a mother, but as my twin, that I love you. And the success that I'll bring back to this family will be like no other. To my class, it's the honor to be your valedictorian. Not only because we attended the same school, but also because we shared moments. Even if it was just a head nod or eye contact down the hallway, I want to thank everyone who has helped contribute to help me become the person I am today. I'm running out amount of words I have for you because the amount of happiness and excitement I feel for all of you. To know that all of you have the chance to succeed in your career and leave high school with unforgettable memories makes me excited for your future. But it would be not right if we did not thank the man above for waking us up and giving us the strength to make it to this point, even to make it to this day. I want to leave you all with a scripture that I read every day because there's a different meaning based on the obstacle that I'm facing that day. In Psalms chapter 46, verse 1, it says, God is our refuge and strength and ever present to help. Thank you, God, for giving us the strength, the determination, and the courage to overcome this obstacle. Thank you. And again, congratulations to the class of 2026. Let them know.
Thank you, legacy builders, for those powerful declarations. And allow me a few moments to acknowledge students who have excelled in the areas of academics. Legacy builders, please stand and be recognized as your group is called. Senior class officers. Student government officers. The top 10% of the graduating class. Members of the National Honor Society. Members of the National Beta Club. Students graduating with honors with a GPA of 83 and above. This number accounts for 74 of 163 graduates today. Thank you. Students who have had at least 2 or more advanced placement courses. The early college cohorts, the Atlanta Metropolitan State College cohort, the Atlanta Technical College cohort, the Clark Atlanta University cohort, and the Georgia State University cohort. Thank you. Completers of all career technology education pathways. Many scholarships have been awarded to our students. This afternoon, 90 students received the Achieve Atlanta Scholarship. For students attending a four-year college, Achieve Atlanta will award up to $5,000 per year, renewable for up to 4 years of school. For students attending a two-year college or technical program, the award is up to $1,500 per year, renewable for up to 2 years of school. Achieve Atlanta Scholarship recipients, please stand. At this time, all students who have met the requirements for the Hope Scholarship, please stand. Many of our seniors were recognized for their stellar accomplishments this past Sunday at our Visions of the Future program. However, I would like to ask the recipients of our special awards to please stand when their names are called. Reach Georgia is a needs-based mentoring and scholarship program providing promising students the support to graduate from high school and achieve post-secondary success. Our 2026 Reach Scholar is Marley Taylor. The Posse Scholarship is a premier four-year, full tuition scholarship that empowers exceptional high school seniors to thrive at top-tier colleges and universities. Recognizing that traditional admissions often overlook key talent, Posse selects students with extraordinary leadership, potential with a remarkable 90% graduation rate. Posse scholars are supported through extensive pre-collegiate training, campus mentoring, and a dedicated career program that prepares them for leadership roles after graduation. 2026 Posse Foundation Scholarship recipient is Emory Arnold Jr. for George Washington University. This class has one five-strong scholar who, for the duration of his post-secondary undergraduate experience at an HBCU, will incur no costs, receive ongoing mentorship, and support from matriculation to graduation. 2026 five-strong scholar, please stand and be recognized. Rashad Parrott Smith for Alabama State University. Some scholarships did not meet deadline for printing, therefore the names of the recipients were not listed in the program. However, I would like all students who have received scholarships to stand. Thank you. Students who will be enlisting in the armed services. Students who will be entering the workforce. Students who are registered voters. Students who are legacies of Booker T. Washington High School. Students whose grandparents and parents are Washington High School alumni. Students who will be attending a post-secondary school in the fall of 2026. This includes college, trade school, or technical school. Many scholarships are still being received. However, to date, this class has earned over $30 million in scholarships. Many of our seniors were recognized for their stellar accomplishments this past Sunday at our Visions of the Future program. However, I would like to ask the recipients of our special awards to please stand when their names are called. Following awards are based on nominations and selections by Booker T. Washington faculty and staff. The Faculty Cup is presented to the senior who has maintained high scholastic achievement and exemplary school and community involvement. The recipient for this year is Emory Arnold Jr. The Principal's Cup is presented to the senior who has esteemed herself as a serious scholar with clearly defined goals, a student who is multi-talented, a student who has brought acclaim to herself and the school. Congratulations to this year's outstanding recipient, Jakia McClendon. Formerly known as the Atlanta Journal-Constitution Cup, the Charles L. Harper Excellence Cup is awarded to the senior who is deemed the best all-around student by the administration, faculty, and staff. Our 2026 recipient is one of the most versatile students at Washington. He has not only achieved academically, but embodies all the qualities that we encourage our students to emulate. This articulate and talented young man is none other than Joseph Rosser III. The senior with the highest SAT score in this graduating class is 2026 star student Cadence Gilliard. This year, the salutatorian of the class of 2026 is Kai Edwards. The most distinguished award recognizes the highest ranking student in the graduating class. This year, we have an outstanding student who values education, accepts all challenges, and is a true conqueror. The recipient of the Valedictorian Award is Joseph Rosser III. Before the awarding of diplomas, I wish to leave the class of 2026 these words of wisdom. Class of 2026, remember the words of Booker T. Washington: character, not circumstance, make the man. You will undoubtedly encounter various circumstances, some favorable, others challenging, but it's your character, your resilience, your integrity, your work ethic, your empathy that will ultimately define who you become and the impact you have. Each of you carries a legacy of excellence. And as you heard me say to you each day, remember that you possess unique talents and unlimited potential, legacy builders. Commit to challenging yourself and striving for greatness in all that you do. Superintendent Johnson and the members of the Atlanta Board of Education, it is my honor to present to you the class of 2026. I hereby certify that these candidates for graduation successfully completed the requirements set forth by the state of Georgia and the Atlanta Board of Education and are now eligible to receive their diplomas. Now, families, friends, and loved ones, we know that you have been anticipating this moment and are eager to celebrate your graduates. We kindly ask that you do so in a respectful manner, ensuring every family can hear their graduate's name being called. Thank you for your cooperation and support. At this time, I invite Superintendent Johnson, the board chair, and our Atlanta Board of Education representative to join me at the center stage for the presentation of diplomas.
Joseph Rosser III. Kai Edwards. Mackenzie Riggins Robinson. Kalia Solomon. Ariel Lovett. Jayla Brown. Deanna Burden. Zanaria Gates. Cadence Gilliard. Jakia McClendon. Naraya Lindsay. Shanice Glass. Jovi Simons Dwyer. Kennedy Robinson. Sakara Jameson. And Yaris Smith. Tyreek King. Cody Bazard. Kedron Cisse. Emery Arnold Jr. Taekwon Wellington. Zion Green. Elijah Sullivan. Jaspin Manarakiza. Christian Spivey. Dontavia Foster. Maisha Rosser. Tawan Martin. Giante Irby. Demarius Lee. Darius Lee. Justin Pointer Jr. Cameron McKinney. Deontay Wallace. And Trell Williams. Julius Binford. Jonathan Waller. Zari Johnson. Azaria Wimberly. Makai Cooper. Michaela Cooper. Zahara Smith. Shania Hood. Joseph Broom. Azaria Gonzalez. Luderly Jean. Kimora Lewis. Edward Stevens. Marquita Ruffin. Tiauna Brown. Michael Davis. London Summer Hour. Camion Lawrence. Deasia Atkins. Leon Gresham. Leon Gresham. Naila Huntley. Michaela Martin. Jakivia Conwell. Kenneth Long. Jasmine Abdullah. Takesia Ward. Michaela King. Markel Wallace. Nevaeh Wilson. Kenya Dixon. Tyja Robinson. Rashad Parrott Smith. Kanaya Knox. Journey Woody. Shyla Butler. Caleb Williams Abdur Rahman. Doriana Cullens. Gianna Sampson. Tatiana Johnson. Canary Woodard. Jamar Zeno. Jaden Johnson. Jamarcus Holder. Marley Taylor. Justice Bush. Zakir Duncan. Tyler Battle. Damina Glover. Janaya Price. Rajane Bowman. Michael Scott. Zion Gilstrap. Stayshawn Jackson. DeAndre Hines. Jamarius Hunter. Jordan Burns. Ariana Harvey. Jaden Francois. Makai Clark. Jatavia Bennett. Janaya Cleveland. Shakayla Stargell. Kalia Hill. Deja Winfrey. Janico Jeffries. Damari Pinkett. Fahim Belton. Andrew Caldwell. Marvin Overton. Michaela Lee. Renaya Douglas. Madison Teasley. Tatiana Teasley. India Lane. Josiah Alexander. Davion Davis. Nevaeh Christian. Bajanae Jordan. Michaela Tucker. Selena Lofton. Carmela Kelly. Zaria Samuels. Isabella Foster. Michaela Bell. Kiara Williams. Safari Brantley. Whitley Cadu. Macarian Hurd. Ziamari Harris. Ashanti Laban. Sincere Hunt. Traviana Garvin. Zaria Printup. Victoria Cotton. Mikhail Fife. Matthew Hill. Jayon Brown. Daquan Doward. Samir Bowman. Shankia Walker. Kamora Owens. Quinyana Lee. Amira Brown. Gianna Malone. Tyreek Bice. Janaya Hunter. Lariah Harris. Cameron Warren. Jaden Clemens. Mario Johnson. Marquise Farmer. Darnell Sanders. Naquan Payne. Chad Cook. Camille Hansen. Meon Parks. Soraya Anu. Mayana Watkins. Priscilla Cody. Keela Pippin. Amiria McCrary. Janae Miller. Doricus Alexander. Tiffany Stanley. Anaya Holloway. Thank you. Looking at us.
Y'all ready for the fun part? Are y'all ready for the fun part? Class of 2026. Your principal has certified that you have completed all the requirements set forth for graduation by the state of Georgia and the Atlanta Board of Education. By the power vested in me and the Atlanta Board of Education, I hereby certify you as graduates of the class of 2026. Congratulations.
Will Justin Pointer, Jr., president of the senior class, please come forward for the turning of the tassel? Audience, will you join the Washington High School alumni as they welcome another group of esteemed individuals into the Alumni Association? Graduates, continue on your journey to success. Please stand and join us for the singing of our alma mater, Washington, oh Washington.
To shine.